Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Des and you are watching another episode of Des the Hauls, which is part of my Christmas vlogmas, so all things fun and festive. I love it all. This is my favorite time of year. And yeah, yesterday I was at Disneyland and I did this look and got lots of messages asking me to do a tutorial on it, so that's what I did this morning for you. So if you are wanting to learn how to get this holiday glam look, whether it's for Disneyland or a Christmas party or anything like that, continue watching and I will show you every step of the way. Okay, let's get started. So first things first, I don't really exactly use some special primer. I always put moisturizer on my face and I don't use anything that special. I use the Olay Daily Moisturizer and that's already on my skin. Sometimes if I want my makeup to last extra long, I will do a little spray of the All Nighter setting spray. I'll use it as a primer as well. Not my idea, stole it from YouTube, as always. Alright, now I'm going to start with foundation. I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. The color I'm using is Buff. And I use this kind of a darker color because I have been using self-tanner and I get spray tans kind of often. So even though it doesn't match like my normal face color, you can't see my skin right now, but I have fake tan on, so it matches once it's on. This isn't any sort of special brush, it's just the most reviewed foundation brush that Amazon had, so that's where I got that. Okay, now I get all like my bases covered and then I kind of like do this blot effect. Yeah, I'm kind of a full coverage queen, so I wear a lot of foundation shamelessly. You guys can see that I kind of have like redness on my face and I do my best to like cover that up because I've dealt with redness on my face ever since I was little. Like, I'll never forget all the times in school growing up, I would get sent to the nurse's office. Like, my teachers would think that something was wrong with me because I would just be sitting in class turning bright red. Oh, and then one time I was at like Girl Scout camp and like people were complimenting me on my blush and I'm like, I'm not wearing blush, I'm 7. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to eyeshadow, and the most exciting part about that is that I have this brand new one. This is my seriously everyday palette. It's the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. And I've gone through, this is gonna be my 4th one. It's just so beautiful. If you don't own this palette, in my book, it is a must because it's the most perfect palette that was ever created. I love it. I'll show you my old one. Okay, first of all, the comparison. But look, it's been loved dearly. So yeah, I'm gonna use the new one for the sake of this video looking okay. So yeah. I use this every single day and I always start my inside eye crease. I like the whole like little like Spice Girls vibe with like the bright inner eye. So I always use these light colors. I'll list down below in the descriptions which colors I'm using. I love this little brush by Morphe. It's perfect for like those little shimmer colors that you just need a lot of pigmentation on. So I'm just gonna dip this into Vermeer and put it on my inside eye. And I like to put it like right here and then also in here. Sometimes I'll look this way just to really get in there. Okay, next I'm using Primavera, which is this gold color. And I like to put that next to like the white color. I'll try to come closer, sorry. I've never done a makeup tutorial before, so I don't know, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. But I'm mixing gold with like this like light shimmer color just so that my inner eyes are super glitzy. And then I'm gonna just get that Vermeer color again up here. And I'm gonna put it under the arch of my eyebrow. I don't know. I might be going out of order for some people, but I like to just get all my light colors out of the way. That way I can like work around them. And I like the arches of my eyebrows to be popping. Because you'll see at the end of this video, I do a pretty bold brow. So I like it to be really highlighted and pretty. So for my trip to Disneyland, I knew I was gonna be wearing like red, black, and white because I had a Santa hat with Mickey ears and it was super cute. So I wanted to really step out and use this red ochre color. And it's kind of like a darker brown red, but I still wanted to use it because I never use it. And I was like, okay, what's gonna go with that? Because usually in my crease, I'll use some sort of like orange color, like one of these. But instead, I went for this taupe color right here, and it's called Warm Taupe. So I'm gonna go in with Warm Taupe and do that on my crease and just go super lightly against where I just put my highlight. And I'm just gonna keep on blending it until you can't really see that there's a line that divides the two. Okay, so this brush that I'm using is just a really big fluffy brush that I got from Morphe. and I love it. I'm not someone who uses like a different brush for every little piece of makeup, so I pretty much use that one tiny one that I showed you, and then this. I like big brushes because I feel like once you have a big brush, like you just get everything done so much faster, and it's so fluffy, it helps blend everything together. Okay, so I have my taupe on with the highlighter, and now I'm gonna get into the red ochre and bring the red in for this holiday look. Okay, so here it is. This is red ochre. Okay, so again, I'm using the same brush, and I'm just gonna start from the outside here and bring it in. See how big and fluffy this brush is? It's like, it really doesn't take much. You just kind of lightly blend it together. I do like little circle motions, and I keep a very light hand and just kind of smooth it over with everything else. Okay, so you can see that, and then just to like kind of darken up the edges, I'm gonna go back in with the red and then just kind of like dab it towards the outside. That way we kind of get like a red smoky vibe, you know? And once I put my eyeliner on with my lashes, everything will come together. Okay, so we have the highlight, the crease, and the whole lid covered, and now I'm gonna go underneath and get some colors there. I didn't want to do like red underneath because I felt like that would make it look like spooky vibes or like I'm really tired. So I'm just gonna go back in with the warm taupe color and bring it about midway. That way I don't touch it on top of the highlight that I put there. So yeah, warm taupe, the light brown color underneath the eyes, just to add a little extra depth. All right, shadow is on. We're moving quickly. Let's get to the brows. I use Anastasia Dip Brow Chocolate Pomade. It's like kind of like a liquid, and you just dip this brush. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. You just dip it in and then fill in your eyebrows. My eyebrows are pretty full, so I give them like a little extra shape, and I always talk about like my Nike brows. I always like shoot for like the Nike symbol. I like it to be like a big and bold, very well defined brow. So I'll just kind of show you how I go in and do that. So I have the product on here, and I start by underlining like the arch of my brow, just below here. Now you don't want to get it on top of your eyeshadow because then it starts to look gray. And then I believe that every eyebrow needs to end in a point. So at the very end, very light-handedly, I put my point, and then after I outlined this, fill it in. I start here in the middle. I don't want to touch over here because I like that like kind of fade look. So I fill it in pretty bold, starting from the middle, and then up here, I'm gonna bring it out and down. Ooh, okay. So now you see the outline. Now I'm just gonna color it in basically and soften it up. Sometimes I accidentally get like a little point in there, and then I gotta like go in and like, you know, round it out, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm getting close to the beginning, and I just kind of outline it. Like, I don't like the very beginning to look too full, so I kind of just like leave it alone. And if I see any bare spots like right here, I'll just kind of barely touch it. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a professional, but this is how I do it. If you guys have any other suggestions, definitely leave them in the comments below. If you have any other products that you like, I don't branch out that much. It's like once I find something I like, I'll stick to it. So maybe I'll have to start branching out a little bit, but here's one. You can see the difference between the other. I just like add extra shape to it and then comb it up to just smooth it out. Okay, so the eyebrows are done. I'm just gonna go through and kind of comb them to help blend them. And then next up is my liquid eyeliner, which kind of takes a little bit of time to dry, so that's why I like to do it now. And then I'm gonna add my mascara, and then I'll work on like cheeks and everything. So here we go. Okay, so I'm using the Carbon Black L'Oreal liquid eyeliner. I've been using this since I was like 16, and it's honestly my go-to. I feel like with certain makeup products, there are certain things I splurge on and other things I don't. This is like, I think $7 at Walmart and Target. And yeah, it's like my go-to. It's just a liquid eyeliner. If I go right here, hopefully you guys can see. But I'm just gonna go through and bring it out and give it a little wing. Okay, little dip. Takes like a little bit of practice, but I love this eyeliner. It's just so black. Okay, and then bring it on the inside. I always tell people this, it doesn't need to be like crazy perfect because once you put an eyelash on there, you'll hardly even be able to tell. So yeah, have like a slight wing, and I'm gonna go do the other side now. Okay, so I got my eyeliner on, some little wings. They're cute and delicate, nothing too crazy. After I get my eyeliner on, I like to just touch up my eyelashes with a little mascara. I'm seriously just using Maybeline Colossal. Like I said, it's like $5. And since I wear falsies, I don't really invest in a nice mascara, but this is my favorite drugstore one. I've been using it forever. And I put just enough to color my eyelashes because they're kind of like a light brown color, and I like everything to look blackest black. I'll even get my bottom ones. Okay, we are all mascaraed up, and now let's do the cheeks. Where my makeup gives me a sweet tooth. Okay, my bronzer is by Too Faced, and it's the color Dark Chocolate. I love this one. It smells super good, but I just start out here on my cheekbone and just kind of do some circular motions and bring it towards like the middle of my cheek right here. And then I'll always kind of just like lightly bring it up here. This brush that I'm using is like 3 years old, and it's just a blush and bronzer brush by It Cosmetics. I got it at Ulta, and it is my saving grace. Again, I love how big and fluffy it is because it just makes things so fast. So now I'm gonna go in and do some highlight now that I'm all bronzed up, and this is the holy grail, Jeffree Star, and the color that I use is the Peach Goddess. It's amazing. It will blind a man, and that's what we are aiming for. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm really psycho, sorry. Okay, so I put mine up here above the bronzer. I try not to like let it touch because I don't want it to turn gray, but just super lightly, I just go in here and use a little highlight. Ooh, are you blinded yet? I don't even really have to dip it, like I just touch it, like that's how much comes out. And this is a highlighter brush also by Morphe. I asked them, what's the most popular one? This is the one they gave me, and that's what I went with. I always highlight the middle of my nose and also right above my lip. I also forgot, I like to use a little Nars blush. This has a little bit of glitter in it, and the color is Super Orgasm. Okay, so that's what we're gonna use on our cheeks today. So last thing, we are going to do lashes, lip, and setting spray. Ardell Whispies, and my favorites are Ardell's. I don't really use any other lash brands, but for everyday, I love these wispy ones. Also, the glue that I use is this Duo glue. It's the one with the green label. It's the best. I found that this is the best eyelash glue because you can just put it on your lashes and give it a couple seconds. You don't need to let it sit and like get tacky. Okay, we got one side on. Now for the next. I know some people use tweezers. I think it's just easier to use my hands, and I have acrylic nails, so sometimes if I need to go in and put it on and like press it, I'll just kind of do that with my nail. But other than that, I've been doing this for so long that it's really easy, and it just takes me like a couple minutes to do it now. I always kind of hold it down on the inside crease because that's where I find that lashes lift on me the most. So yeah, I'll just kind of push it into its place, open and look as I'm putting it on and see if everything looks like it's set right. And there we go. Lashes are on. We're gonna complete this look with a bold red lipstick, which I'm in love with red lips. Ever since I started listening to Taylor Swift when I was like 14, and then she like made red lipstick her thing, I was like, red lipstick's my thing too. So yeah, I love a good red lipstick. And so I'm gonna use, I believe this is called Fiery, and it's Stila liquid lipstick. Okay, I'm sorry, this is an old bottle, so there's like eyelash glue on it. Yeah, here we go. We're just gonna go in here, and I always do the bottom first. Okay, for the top, you can see that I have highlighter on my lip, and I always do like a little extra shaping on my lip. So I'm gonna go in here and just go up this way and then up that way. Ooh, Queen of Heart vibes, you know? Okay, here we go. Okay, red lipstick is on. I have my wing. I've got some bronzer, blush, highlight. Got my Nike brows on and some red with brown and a bomb highlighted eyeshadow. So that's pretty much what this look was, and you just top it all off with a couple accessories. You're going to Disneyland, put the ears on, get fun and festive, and you have your red lips to match your bow, and it's super cute. Pose for your pictures, look down to show off the eyeshadow, that's pro tip. Do a little hair twirl, makeup looks bomb, show it off. This is a holiday glam look. You're going to a Christmas party, you can wear a Santa hat. Boom, Santa hat. But yeah, here's the holiday glam look with a Santa hat. You can go looking cute and festive. I hope you guys loved this makeup tutorial. I hope that I did okay for my very first one. But yeah, it's nothing special. I'm not a professional, but I love makeup and I love wearing it. It makes me feel put together and like I can conquer the world. So yeah, I will continue sharing some of my favorite looks, and every time you guys tell me you love a special look, I'll start to try to like take note of that so I can continue to share these makeup tutorials with you. But yeah, I will link everything down below so you can go and get these products and try them out for yourself. Let me know how you like them. These are mostly my every single day products. Don't forget to set with your all-nighter setting spray and you will be party ready. And I hope that you guys get to try this look for the holidays since Christmas is just around the corner. I love you guys so much and thank you so much for watching this video.